Okay, this is question 30 for Practice Provincial B. Asks us, in which quadrant do the graphs of x equals -7 and y equals 2x plus 1 intersect? Alright, before we start, we need to go over what is a quadrant. So a quadrant, I don't know if you've ever paid attention to the graphs we've drawn in class, but every time we draw a graph, we always have sort of our two-axis lines. You have a y-axis and an x-axis. And what this does, it sort of breaks up, oops, scroll down, sort of breaks up our box into 4 parts. Okay, and we call each part a specific quadrant. Now, quadrant 1 is this part here, usually where we work. Quadrant 2 is over here. So we started working here probably sometime in late elementary. Quadrant 3, and this here is quadrant 4. So these are the quadrant systems. Quadrant 1 is here, and it just goes counterclockwise around. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are your quadrants. Alright, now we want to know which quadrants do this graph and this graph intersect. Well, x equals -7, I'll just sketch it in here. X equals -7, well, an x line creates a strictly vertical line. And so we'll put -7 here, and we'll just draw the line straight up and straight down. So this is my x equals -7 line. Okay, so immediately we know that this line only exists in quadrants 2 and 3. So we can cross out A and we can cross out D. All that's left is to figure out which one of these is going to cross. And we use a second equation to help us figure that out. Alright, second equation is y equals 2x plus 1. This is written in slope-intercept form. So 2 is my slope, 1 is my y-intercept. So we start off at 1. Something like this. There's y equals 1. And the slope of 2 means I go up 2 over 1. Or if I'm going backwards, I go down 2 and over 1. Okay, well if I go down 2 and over 1 continuously, it looks like my line is going, or my two lines are going to cross in this quadrant. There's no way the line can cross here, because if the line were to cross here, my slope would have to either be negative or a lot smaller than 2. Because it's a slope of 2, we go down 2 and 1 left. And it already puts us into quadrant 3. And unless the line suddenly changes equations further down in quadrant 3, this line continues going down this way into quadrant 3 further. Okay? So our answer is going to be C, quadrant 3. And let's check to make sure that this is actually correct. 30, quadrant, or answer is C, or quadrant 3.